I used to think having a psychologist on staff was ridiculous. But after all this, maybe it's a good idea after all. Great, now that you helped us get that new equipment. What a difference it makes. We're pumping out yields that would have taken twice the crew before. As I'm sure you know, we're responsible for supplying resources to Deimos Star Yards, which in turn is responsible for supplying UC naval vessels. That, among other major projects, makes us one of the United Colony's most important mining operations. The prestige and pay that comes with it almost makes up for being stationed at the arse end of the settled systems in the middle of nowhere. But that's the idea anyway. Now, if we fail to meet our quotas, it'll be our own fault, not the bloody machines failing to do their job. Shame we didn't have enough left over to fix old Gnome over there. Would have been nice to have another functional robot around. It's fine anyway. I think we've gotten used to that old broken down talking computer just the way he is. You have a good one, all right?
Ah, didn't think we had any new miners on account of the positions being full up. Okay, so that was you, huh? That's great. I was just saying how much better the new stuff is. Works like a dream. Thanks. Anyway, I'm Layla. When I'm not mining, I'm tinkering with Gnome, our unofficial mascot. I fill that computer brain of his with all sorts of nonsense and announcements. Of course, if you're here to chat, I'm always happy to talk shop. Especially if you're interested in talking about the heart of Mars. This is only my second contract, so I think I've been here for 4 years now. It's great. I love it here. I'm working on getting those red eyes that are all the rage these days, you know. You'll hear a lot of these other chumps complaining about Sidonia. They say it's boring or dangerous or whatever. Look, I come from an ice planet. These people have no idea what they're talking about. Sidonia is practically paradise compared to where I grew up. Very funny. Who sent you to ask? Was it Rivka? No, she seems to know what she's doing. I bet it was Hank, wasn't it? He always acts like he's top dog, but we all know he couldn't mine his way out of a wet paper bag. Oh, you're a miner too. Funny, I didn't think there were any new contracts starting. Which means you must work for a rival company. And if you think I'm going to divulge trade secrets, you've got another thing coming. Look, I won't report you, because we've all been there. But I'm not going to help you either. I like this job. I don't have any intention of losing it over something like this. Very funny. No, he always act... Hey! Wait. Seriously? Did you just set me up for that? Wow. Harsh. In that case, I definitely don't want to share my secrets. No, he always... A little. Look, I don't like to speak ill of the dead, but Hank was a special kind of jerk. But it does sound like the sort of thing he would ask someone to do for him, since he was so self-conscious about his own performance. Oh well, sometimes the trash takes itself out, I guess. Yeah, Gnome's been down here forever. He's also been broken forever. Can't actually walk or do work, and we don't have it in the budget to fix him. No one's had the heart to junk him, but when I started, I gave him new purpose. I programmed him to tell us local news and announcements. I modeled his responses after my own sarcastic sense of humor. It proved to be popular, so I did what any aspiring comedian would do and gave him a bunch of stupid jokes to tell. People love it. Or at least that's what they say. Why? I mean, who wouldn't want cool blood red eyes? It's kind of a badge of honor thing around here. People know you're hot stuff when you got red eyes. Also, it freaks people who don't know about them. Except for little kids. They always seem to think it's awesome. Either way, it makes for fun social gatherings. Oh, so you're interested in the heart of Mars, are you? Word is there's a cave out in the Martian wastes with a gleaming node of the purest titanium ore you've ever seen. It's worth quite a lot of credits, but some say the heart of Mars is cursed. Hundreds have gone in search of it, never to return. And every one of them met a grisly fate. Maybe, just maybe, you could be the first to succeed, though. You know, if you think you got what it takes. No judgment if you're too scared. Fair question. I'm not really the adventurous type, to be honest. And frankly, I don't need the money. So, I don't really feel the need to involve myself with the prospect of a potentially deadly cursed chunk of titanium. Because in Roman mythology, Mars was the god of war. His heart is cold, but tough like titanium. One of the miners started calling it that long ago, and the name stuck. Seems fitting enough. What? No. I mean, maybe the cursed part isn't real, but who am I to say? Look, I told you what I know. You can either choose to believe me or not. All I can say is that if you manage to find it and avoid the curse, you'll be a legend around here. I know cursed rocks and all. I don't know for sure if it's really cursed, but it's probably still dangerous out there, so be careful. I'll give you location of the cave. Good luck. Leaving already.
A reminder that Bring Your Child to Work Day is not an officially sanctioned holiday, and that it is not advised to allow children into potentially dangerous work sites.
Hello, stranger. I am No. What can I do for you?
Thank you from the Sidonia Department of Labor.
I was activated 17 years ago. I malfunctioned and have been in disrepair and unable to move for over 9 years. Repairs are too costly, and I am well past my warranty expiration. Now, my primary function is that of an automated personal assistant. It was chosen over deactivation. I can make general announcements and relay messages from one registered miner to another, and I can report about local news. All news and information has been supplied by employees of Deimos's mining operations. I also have been programmed with a limited selection of jokes, but I have been told to warn you, they are not good. Don't forget, this month's target goals have been increased by 5%. Failure to meet your new goal may result in termination of your current contract. Good thing you do not work here. Sorry, you must be an employee of Deimos Star Yards to access the messaging function, and you are not. There is currently no new news to report. I can only list 25 out of the 26 letters of the alphabet. I don't know why. Red Devils return? The Terramorph Management Division has committed to reopening the Red Devils headquarters after nearly 20 years. In order to address the Terramorph threat, the cloning program has also been reinstated. In order to bring back the Terramorph's only known predator, the Assaults. No news on whether new recruits will be training to fight off a larger, more dangerous threat once it decimates the Terramorph population. Tools of the trade. Our Deimos corporate overlords have recently granted a request for new equipment. Yet they still cannot manage to fund repairs for yours truly. Now, miners can expect to produce more than twice the work for the same pay. At least the suits are happy. Did you hear about the outdoor restaurant on Phobos? The food is good, but it lacks atmosphere. I slept like a log last night. I woke up in a fireplace. Good riddance to bad intent. Our very own Henry Hank Ferraro was guilty of a fiendish plot to ruin Deimos mining operations and upset the livelihood of your co-workers. No one who worked with him seemed to be surprised by the revelation. Then my instructions are to sit here, do nothing, and be ignored. My programming indicates these are 3 of my favorite things.
It is illegal to transport plant or animal life to Mars without going through official UC channels or our trade authority partners. Adherence to this law is imperative in order to avoid unwanted infestation. Thank you for your cooperation.
Detected. Initiating evisceration
People always
protocols
ask
to
me,
remove
Corey,
mass from human
why
body.
did you take this job on Mars?
Just kidding.
Well,
My
the pay's
programmer
great,
had a
the people are
sense of
good, and
humor.
I get to work with explosives. Sure is. Mars is rich with mineral deposits, even this close to the city. Although we're also clearing out the space here to make way for possible future city improvements. Not sure what's gonna go here when we're done, how long it's gonna take, or even if it'll ever happen, but it'd be nice to see the city grow. Oh, I'm the blasting supervisor. I help take care of tricky deposits and expanding sections of the mine using controlled detonations. It's much faster than normal mining, but also more dangerous. Not as much as they used to be, but Mars is still ripe with minerals for the taking. Did you know they used controlled particle detonations in the deep mines? Crazy, huh? It must have been awesome to set all that up. I just use regular old explosive charges in my detonations, but I take what I can get, huh? That's why it takes someone with my qualifications and supervision to do it right. Or else terrible things can happen. About a year ago, some rookie kid thought he could increase his yield, so he strung up a bunch of charges and almost brought down a whole cave. We tightened up safety protocols since then, and haven't had any accidents since. Well, at least none related to explosions. Not my team's explosions, that is. Oh, that? It's a legendary chunk of titanium ore that any miner would love to get their hands on. I can only assume Layla told you about it. She's obsessed, but too scared to go after it herself. Because of the curse. But you do you. Don't let her scare you off.
Caution.
Got somewhere else to be?
Subterranean particle detonation imminent. Be advised to secure loose articles and find stable ground or remain seated in the event of unforeseen tremors. Detonation occurs in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Don't want to catch yourself with a loose grip on your equipment when one of those particle detonations
Particle
goes off.
detonation concluded. It is now safe to resume normal activity.
Hey there, you a new hire? I thought all our positions were full. Hey, that's great. Sorry we don't have anything open at the moment. Maybe there'll be something when I retire. If I retire. The end of my contract's coming up, but I'm still not sure about it. Anyway, I'm Andres. Nice to meet you. Something else I can help you with? Just for mining, not work entirely. I think about it every time my contract comes up. See, I'm quite a few systems away from my family. I get to see them whenever I get the chance, but it's hard watching my kid grow up without me. and it's not easy on his mom either. I'm conflicted because the job pays so well, and I want to earn enough so that my kid never has to do what I did to make ends meet. You're not wrong. It's becoming more and more clear that's what's important to me. But at the same time, they understand. Either way, it's gonna be a tough call. Let's just say that I've made enough here to retire early if I wanted to, and do something else with my life. Still not sure that's what I want yet, though. Other operations? I'd probably have to put in another 10, 15 years to get to where I am today. Deimos seems to prioritize its employees, which is a nice change of pace from the industry. About 15 years now. It's good work, good money. Only problem is that it keeps me away from my family. They live well, but I hardly see them. Who knows? Maybe this is the year I let my contract renewal lapse and I finally retire. Heart of Mars? Oh, you best not get mixed up in that. I'm not gonna stop you, but don't tell me I didn't try to warn you. Nothing good can come of it. Later.
Don't be caught on the Martian surface without proper protective gear. All outside surface activities require the use of...
Whoa, hold on there. Are you supposed to be down here? You could get hurt without proper safety training. Oh, Argos. Didn't know anyone actually survived their operations. Nah, I'm just messing with you. I know Argos. They're good people. Their safety record's actually pretty good. They stand to beef up their security, I hear. But that's neither here nor there. I'm Salmon. Not Sammy, not Sam, Salmon. I don't do nicknames. I've been with Deimos for what seems like forever. So what I'm saying is, if you have questions, no one here knows these mines better than I do. Yeah, I get it. I'm old. To answer your question, though, no. This is the life for me, and I'm gonna do it until I'm dead or can't do it anymore. Whichever comes first. Not much. Been mining this rock for longer than anyone. Going on 30 years now. And before you ask, I don't talk about my life before that. Look, normally I wouldn't tell anyone. But I heard from Trevor how you helped us all out. The short answer is that I was a troubled kid. I stole. I accidentally got someone killed. I went to jail for a while, then came out all reformed. Most of the other miners have no idea, and I'd like to keep it that way. And it's fun to hear what kind of crazy theories they come up with. Like, did you know I was a spy sent by House Varun to steal secrets from Deimos? Ridiculous stuff like that. All I know is that it's bad news, and if you go out looking for it, you're gonna have a bad time. Seriously, just trust me on this one. Forget you heard anything about it and move on. It's not worth your trouble. Later.
A reduced noise ordinance is in effect every night from 2200 hours until 0500 hours the next morning.
Working the deep mines? That's where you make the big bucks.
This here's the most important work in the galaxy. We mine the resources that make spaceships possible.
Since you helped us out with the equipment and all, I was wondering if I could talk to you. We'll get to that. Will you listen to what I have to say first? It's probably not, but I can't afford to go get it looked at. No idea. Some sort of lung rot. Maybe from all the Martian dust that kicks up in here. Or it could be something worse. I know. I wish it were that easy. Actually, maybe this is wrong. You're a total stranger. Forget I said anything. Thanks, I'll try it, but I really should see an actual doctor. It's clear you want to help. Maybe I can trust you.
The gesture is a kind one, but a med pack will not solve her issue.
See, I'd like to go to Reliant Medical for treatment, but my father, Nathan, is an executive with the Reliant. I came to Sidonia to escape him. Nathan is not a good man. Not to me. And I did something terrible to him, so now he is searching far and wide for me. He has connections with doctors throughout the settled systems. I don't know which ones I can trust, and it won't end well for me if they snitch to him. After my mother died in an accident, he changed. He became obsessed with my protection, but he never listened to what that was doing to me. It got worse and worse. First, it was no traveling in ships without one of his pilots. Then no parties, no drinking, no leaving the house. I obeyed. But he didn't trust me, so he started monitoring everything I did. It became so bad, he once locked me in my room for 2 days after an argument. Can you believe that? A prisoner in my own home. Every day there was yelling, lack of freedom, threats. I had to escape my prison. But even now, I am trapped. It's a risk I have to take. Yes, my condition is getting worse, but there's a chance it will clear up on its own. If my father finds me, well, I know my father and I fear for my safety. That is a definite. It's worse than you think. I didn't just run away from him. I knocked him unconscious, then stole his ship while he was out cold. Trust me, it was warranted at the time. After I ditched it above Aquila, I bounced around the settled systems until I landed here. It's the last place I thought he'd find me. But all that changes if I pop up in the Reliant database. He'll know I'm in Sidonia, and he'll never stop looking for me. Last I heard, he no longer cares for my safety. He only wants revenge. I have little doubt he would throw me in jail for as long as possible. Or worse. Trevor tells me you're skilled in dealing with people. Maybe you could try to reason with my father, or maybe scare him into backing off. But you should know, he has powerful and dangerous friends, so you must be careful. If it works, I'll be free. If not, well, at least he still won't know where to find me. What do you think? He wasn't always the way he is. It wasn't until after my mother died that he changed. grew angry, dangerous. He was no longer himself. You could try mentioning her by name. Belinda. He misses her greatly. Thinking about her tends to calm him down. It's worth a try. It just so happens there's a conference he goes to on Neon around this time of year. He always stays at Hotel Volai. He won't see visitors he doesn't know, but maybe he'll talk if you tell him you're there on my behalf. It's risky, but maybe he'll listen if he knows you mean him no harm. I've got it. Bring him a bottle of his favorite whiskey, Red Harvest Reserve. Say it's... Say it's a peace offering from me. That whiskey is exceedingly rare. I'm sure it will pique his interest enough to hear what you have to say. As much as possible, yes. I intend to patch things up with him and work with him on our mutual issues. I believe with therapy we could repair our relationship as damaged as it is. Or if you discover it is irreparable, at least you could put the fear of God in him, and that should deter him from taking further action. There may be, but getting him to listen to you is the key here. And what I've told you is the surest way I can think of. There was a time he had a falling out with his brother, and that whiskey did the trick to bring them back together. With that gift, he will know I am sincere. Good luck. You can check with Jack at the Broken Spear for the whiskey. He may have some or know where to get it. And thank you so much for trying to help me.
Sidonia City Security is here to keep you safe. If you see something suspicious, please don't hesitate to report it to any security officer. The city of Sidonia is proud to be a pillar of support for the United Colonies. Seek your local Marine recruiter if you wish to sign up for military service.
Lou said you're involved with the old Red Devils HQ's reopening. Did they finally use my idea and agree to turn that place into a Chunks franchise? Mars could definitely use one. Not a lot of folks would have stuck their necks out for a stranger like that. Might be time I start working on some projects of my own.
Hey, look. I didn't realize you were actually gonna help Percival. You're all right.
Rumor is, you had a hand in whatever it is that's happening over at the old Red Devils HQ. I'm sure we've all got nothing to fear. It's from the Inferno, Dante. Sixth Circle of Hell was where all the fallen angels set up shop when heaven tossed them out. Upon the gates I spied more than 1,000, who of old from heaven were hurled. That's all right. None of these drunks got it either. But second home to the devils seemed about as good a moniker as I was going to find for my bar. Becoming a devil? It was a point of pride on Mars for a lot of years. Parents on New Atlantis, they'd want their kids to become a Class 1 bureaucrat or something. Here, we got bedtime stories about the demons from the mines. Martian fiends, honed finer than any knife edge, tougher than any blast shield. When the UC needed results, they sent us. So, when the Devils were disbanded, when all that went away, you can understand how hard it was for folks here. Fair warning, my patrons aren't the picky type.
Particle detonation concluded. It is now safe to resume normal activity.
It's not easy, coordinating corporate efforts between the Star Yard. Take care now.
Another long day. I haven't had a day off in 3 years, and I wrote the damn time off policy.
So much to do. God damn it. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. That wasn't directed at you at all. I'm just really stressed out at the moment. You're fine. Actually, maybe you can help me? I'm aware of what you did for Trevor. Don't worry, I'm not gonna say anything to Peter. I feel like I can trust you. I'm Gilly. I'm a psychologist working for Deimos, and I've been utterly swamped with work lately, trying to make a deadline. I could use a hand tracking down some of our employees and delivering psychological questionnaires to them.
It seems our assistance could be useful, provided it does not in some way violate confidentiality or potentially taint the results.
It's not as sinister as you think. Basically, Deimos invests heavily in its employees and operations. In order to protect those investments, I was hired to perform periodic psychological evaluations. The company wants to identify potential erratic behavior patterns that might jeopardize the company's investments, and work with their employees to correct them. It's a lot of personal stuff. I'm not going to get into it with someone I just met. All you need to know is that I could really use a hand. You can? Oh, wow, thanks. I don't even know who I've got left in the stack, but take a look at the names and track them down. When they've all filled out the forms, just bring them back to me and I'll go through them. Just tell them you're assisting Gilly. Oh, and don't read what they write down. It's supposed to be confidential. Thanks again.
Please keep prolonged showers and other water use to a minimum.
Mining must
Do
be
your
a fun
part
job,
to preserve
or else why would we
our
keep getting so many
resources.
applicants?
Thank you from the Sidonia Department of Public Works.
Say, you look familiar. But I can't place it. Yeah.
part to keep Sidonia graffiti-free.
Word to the wise. If you're going to blackmail someone like you did, make sure you got the goods. I don't appreciate what you tried to pull on me. You'll be wise to know. Sorry, we have to cut this conversation short.
I'm here to help if you need anything. Hello? Do you have business with Governor Hurst? I see. Well, luckily, Governor Hurst enjoys visitors, and his schedule is fairly empty at the moment. I see no problem with it. You're welcome.
Got something on your mind, love? Time is money, love, so if you've got something to say... All right, let me get back to work.
Take it. How's it going? Can I help you? Cool. That's what we do here. Yo, stay good out there.
This new Terramorph Management Division's going to need all sorts of materials and provisions. Going to be quite the windfall for our branch.
used to think I was Vanguard material. Until
I'd give anything for a transfer to another enhanced office. Somewhere more white collar would be nice. I admit, I took this job because I thought it would be easier and low stress. I thought, who would be getting cosmetic surgery in a place like this? But I was wrong. I am constantly busy treating scars, fitting prosthetics, and helping people recover from the dangers of working here. I want to keep working for Enhance. But until my transfer is approved and a replacement is found, it looks as if I'll be stuck here. You're probably right. At the end of the day, I'm helping someone look their best. Maybe it's not as bad as I thought. You'd be surprised, I think. There are many dangerous jobs on Mars. Mining, military training, manufacturing. As such, there are sometimes accidents. Therefore, it stands to reason there is a lot of reconstructive surgery to be done after the other doctors and surgeons do their work. The work being done here at this enhanced branch may not be as glamorous as others, but it is no less important to those that receive it. Stay well.
Do you have a child or children between the ages of 5 to 18? Enroll them in a United Colonies distance learning program today.
Oh, I swear the next gobshite miner who walks in here fancying me for lack of better options is gonna need Enhanced to put their face back together.
Of your own home. Put your children on the right path.
Let me guess. You're here because you were working a cutter, accidentally nipped your thumb off, and you need me to reattach it again? Well, that's a relief. So, what is it then? Some other workplace accident? Crushed toes? Nasty abrasion? Frostbite? Sorry. I tend to think the worst, since the overwhelming majority of my patients come here to treat entirely preventable accidents. I know it's my job to help people, and I love doing it, but I do wish they'd be a little more careful down in the mines. I'm Dr. Flynn. What can I do for you today? I've often wondered why myself. I've got some theories. From what I hear, the equipment's supposedly not in the best shape, so that's part of it. But I also happen to know the miners can get very competitive, since their bonuses are determined by how well they exceed their quotas. So that leads to a bunch of meatheads going out of their way to avoid following safety precautions and taking shortcuts to squeeze out a little extra job performance. It's bollocks, that's what it is.
You know, I've been saying that going on 10 years now. You'd think I'd take me own advice. Open up my own practice on a nice, safe world, maybe settle down with someone. I'd be much happier, for sure. But the truth is, the pay is exceptional here, and all these careless Egypts keep me busy. Maybe it's enough to stay with it and retire early instead. Bollocks! Is that how I come off now? Work's getting to me, I suppose. It's just... You see, no one on this bloody planet seems to follow basic safety precautions. It's always, Dr. Flynn, reattach me arm, or help me with this frostbite. Well, maybe if you took the time to properly dress yourself for the outside, you wouldn't be losing your fingers, you Egypt. Sorry for the rant, just for a change, I'd rather be treating the common cold, and not some horrific yet entirely preventable accident. Of course. Just try to make it quick in case things get busy.
Well, let's see what's wrong with you. Really? You came to me for that? Okay. Take care.
Hey.
You looking for deals on off-world goods? Your new friend Dennis... Hook you up. Hello, welcome to the Sidonia UC Exchange. The best goods, all courtesy of the United Colonies, straight to all of the wonderful UC soldiers, workers, and other citizens. I've got a little of this, a little of that, and maybe a little of some other things you wouldn't expect to find at the UC shop, But that's because I try to provide for everyone here. So, please, browse my stock and let me know what I can get for you, friendo. Ah, yes, it is the accent. I have been asked this before. Do not worry, I take no offense. From a very young age, I spent most of my life among the stars, aboard one ship or another. I picked up many ways of speaking, many languages. Because of this, the way I speak sounds strange to some, but that is the price I pay for knowing all the languages I do. The UC, my employer, they try to furnish my exchange with plenty, but other planets, they need more, so we need to make do with what we get. But me, I have other ways of getting goods to sell, and so I do. I get a little bit of this and that from here and there, and that is how I provide for you and me. You understand? Do I have any good deals, you say? Friendo, I am full of good deals. My prices may be fixed by UC pencil pushers many worlds away, but I may find ways to work with you. For example, I buy things to refurbish and resell. You bring me these, I give you credits, and we make deals. Oh, friendo, you have no idea. You see, not only do I sell goods for the United Colonies, I also need to receive the shipments, stock the shelves, manage the inventory. Why, even now I have this big delivery. Tracking says it is here, but it is clearly not here. I don't see it, do you? The ship is out in the desert of Mars, not where it should be. Ship services tells me they can look at it, but I need my goods soon, and they're taking too long. Please, no. Have you ever dealt with them? I have. Too much bureaucracy, everything takes too long. Some of the goods are perishable. You could do this for me much faster. And you seem better equipped than I to deal with any problems you may find on board. What happened? I don't know. The ship was marked as approaching, then it landed somewhere out there, and that was the last I heard. Did it crash? I hope not. But maybe, yes, it did. That would be terrible. My shipment would be ruined. And the ship's crew. Oh, how tragic. What if? But we must not assume. We must be sure. And we must get my shipment. That is also important. Let's not forget. Or just various crates of supplies. Nothing unusual. You see what I have in stock, yes, friendo? More of that. The people here, they need their supplies. And I need to sell them supplies. And without that shipment, neither can happen, right? You could? Yes? This is what I hoped when we talked. If you go to where the ship was last seen, you could look at it. Find out what happened. Take care of anything on board that shouldn't be there. Pirates, killer robots, heat leeches, whatever. And check the crates to make sure nothing is broken. Then come back to me, so I can send someone to recover the shipment and get to selling. Easy as peasy, as they say. You did not find my cargo ship yet, I take it?
Sidonia. While indulging...
Take a look. See you later, friendo.
We have the tech to instantly jump across the universe.
Be advised to secure loose articles and find stable ground or remain seated.
Just
in
a
the
heads
event
up,
of unforeseen
UC Science
tremors.
Division's apparently going to be coming through to smooth the leeches. Those little bastards are terramorphs?
3, 2, 1.
Keep it simple or keep to yourself, and everyone will be happy.
It is now safe to resume normal activity.
Can you believe people use them?
Hope you can succeed at that before we are discovered.
employees of Deimos Staryard's mining division are authorized to mine resources in and around Sidonia. It is your civic duty to report any unauthorized mining to Sidonia Security.
I've warmed up to Mars since I came here. I know the Deimos employees here on Mars think I'm overbearing, but what they don't know is that I've saved this operation from being shut down countless times. A psychological evaluation? Are you kidding me? Gilly, I'm the one who ordered this program in the first place. Do I really need to go through with this?
I'm well aware, but you are an employee and it is company policy that everyone gets one.
Okay, fine. Let me have it. Okay, this isn't so bad. Easy. Yep. Mm-hmm. You really want to know that? Huh? Okay. And done. There you go. Remind me to make myself and the other execs exempt from these in the future. We wouldn't be where we are if we were a liability.
Mining the red planet ain't easy work, that's for sure. Oh, is it that time already? Sure, it's only take a moment. Let's see. Yep. Uh-huh. Oh, no. That question again? Well, all right. Okay, that should do it. Here you go. Tell her I said hi, will you?
I'd take a bullet for any miner on this base. Sure, hand it here. Let's see. No. 10. No. No. Good. No. And there it is. Is that it? When you've been here as long as I have, you don't really have much more to say. This is just procedure to make the suits happy. They know I'm good. Anyway, see you around.
In order to avoid injuries, please report any spills or unsafe conditions on the upper level to the Sidonia Department of Public Works.
you've got all those forms filled out and returned? Anyone give you any trouble? Other than Leona?
I heard that.
No. You're just a nice person who agreed to help someone in need during a bad situation. This is a one-time thing. Technically, you're not even supposed to do that. But honestly, we're all overworked up here, and you can't really do any damage. So, hey. Oh, that's nice to know. This is still a fairly new process, but we've done a few of them now, so I'm glad they're taking it in stride. I'm not usually one to ask others to do my work, but you really helped me out big time, and I appreciate it. Here's a little something, as thanks.
Okay, ladies. Drinks? Don't have to ask me twice.
Yes. Yeah. Let's go and try to beat the rush.
I still can't believe I had to fill out one of those evaluations.
Boris is good people, but I prefer Joy's line of thinking. We gotta find our own way. Being a miner is dreary. Being a mining executive is just bleak. I came to do a little good old-fashioned soul searching. You'd think it'd be easy to find, given it's my soul. But nope. Turns out it's a lot harder than it looks. I lived a pretty quiet life to start, but the quieter things got, the more noise I made. Got into trouble, did the whole teenage rebellion tour, that sort of thing. Dad used to say I was made reckless by boredom, but I think he deserves some of the credit. Have a good one.
Prepare for today's final subterranean particle detonation.
Before you say anything, no, Mars is nothing like Earth. Heck, even Earth is nothing like what Earth used to be.
Detonation occurs in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Final particle detonation concluded. It is now safe to resume normal activity.
Hey, be careful not to point that thing at me.
I think I want to join this. Stop a homestead, live that life. That sounds great.
Sometimes it feels like the UC forgets we're out here, but there'd be no UC if it hadn't been for Mars.
There are many stories and films about demons, ghosts, and other entities on Mars. No wonder people here do not take religion seriously anymore.
New to Sidonia? Hope you like sand.
I wonder what's up with all the drawings I've seen popping up on the walls lately. I've got to admit, they're pretty cute.
There's nothing like seeing old Saul coming through the big window in the morning.
It's not easy living in Sidonia.
If you know anyone in need of food or shelter, please send them my way.
What
the
a
Sanctum
day,
Universum
huh?
will provide. Greetings, my child. Is there any assistance the Sanctum Universum can offer you? Very well. I would be happy to take the time to speak with another child of God. Perhaps you would like to hear more about our benevolent Creator.
There are other beliefs in this universe. How can you be so certain yours is the one?
That is where faith comes in. God merely points us in the right direction, but it is up to us to accept it and follow the path to Him. Then please, go in peace. The Sanctum Universum will always be here if you need us. In its simplest form, Sanctum Universum believes that God has given us the ability to manipulate the heavens so that He may lead us to Him. As such, we accept those from all the faiths of old, provided they seek faith in the Almighty Creator. Because to truly follow the teachings of our Lord and Creator, you must still have faith. Were He to simply lead us to Him directly, it would defeat the purpose. You see, our mortal journey is still an important part of the human experience. We must learn and grow in our lives. Only then can we prove we are worthy of joining Him in the hereafter. I help run this community center along with my associate, Joy. People from all walks of life are always welcome to come here and share this space for whatever purpose they need. I am also here to assist those seeking faith in God, under the Sanctum Universum, as we lack a true spiritual center here on Mars. We will always offer assistance to anyone who needs it, regardless if they choose to follow our faith. One is not conditional upon the other. We would never turn someone in need away, and we will happily serve those of any level of need. Certainly. We don't currently have the soup kitchen open, but when we do, you are more than welcome to join us. Unfortunately, that is not the sort of assistance we can deliver, except in rare circumstances where we can help organize a fundraiser. Happily, God is wonderful and works in mysterious ways. You may feel down on your luck, but rest assured, He has a plan for you. You may feel free to use one of the community sleep pods, so long as it is unoccupied. We only ask that you take good care to leave it in the same state you find it in. Certainly. Take this, and may God be with you. We will always offer assistance to anyone who needs it, regardless if they choose to follow our faith. One is not conditional upon the other. We would never turn someone in need away, and we will happily serve those of any level of need. Of course, we are happy to provide. Come back anytime. Have a blessed day.
Horace and I may disagree on matters of faith, but we both try to do what we can to help those who feel lost with our community. Why, hello there. What can I help you with? Have you come to seek assistance from the House of Enlightenment? We're here to serve the Cydonia community in many ways. While we don't have a belief in a greater power, we have faith in humanity that people will always strive to better the human race. As a community, we come together to help those in need. Food, shelter, basic amenities. We'll provide because that's what people do for one another. Yes, the enlightened serve as a community-centric institution, much like a traditional church, but without religious faith. For it's the community and faith in one another which is important, not adherence to a particular religious dogma. That's okay. Maybe the Sanctum Universum is more your speed. If so, you can always speak with Horace over there. Actually, before you go, would you mind helping me out with something? I was debating with my dear friend Horace and would like an outside opinion. He believes that faith in a higher power is what inspires more people to be good. I say that more people do good without any promise of divine reward or retribution. What do you think? Ah, that's an interesting perspective. Thank you. I guess when you get down to it, as long as people are good to each other, it doesn't matter what drives them to be good. I'll be sure to share that with Horace.
Just smell that dusty air. How's it going? I don't mind it too much. Things can be rough here, but that's sort of why I like it. I'll admit, though, that I'd like to be stationed somewhere else someday. Not that I don't like it here, but I'd like to see what else is out there. Not sure if I ever wanted to be a Marine per se. This is just where life took me. Growing up, all I ever wanted to do was leave New Atlantis and see the settled systems. Joining up with the Marines was the easiest way to do that. Best decision I've ever made. What? Do you mean I'm not miserable like them? Guess not. Yeah, it might not be the most glamorous post and the work can be tough, but it sure beats the hell out of whatever I'd be doing back home. Writing papers, presentations, doing spreadsheets. Nah, that's not for me. I'm happy to be here, and I wish my family would understand that. Yep, my family doesn't like that I joined up with the Marines, but nobody's more worried than my sister. I feel bad. Her birthday's actually coming up, but I'm not able to visit her. She's gonna be worrying about me on her birthday. Actually, maybe you can help me with that. Would you mind giving her her birthday presents the next time you're in New Atlantis? A bit nosy, are we? I'm just kidding. I'd like to know what I'm carrying with me as well. I'll pack some Sidonia souvenirs for her. Dumb things, like some dust and rocks and stuff. She likes those sorts of things. I also wrote her a letter. I just wanted to know that I'm doing okay and that she doesn't have to worry about me so much. Awesome. You're making my life a whole lot easier right now. Thanks for doing this. And tell her I said happy birthday. See ya!
Someday, I'm gonna take this business to the stars and turn it into something big. Hi, welcome to Jane's, Sidonia's only 100% independent one-stop shop. I apologize if I'm a little distracted. I'm currently dealing with a little issue, but please let me know if there's anything I can get for you. Yep, that's me on the sign, Jane. I operate one of the few independent, non-franchised businesses in Sidonia. I've scrimped and saved for years to build up my little shop. Literally, when I started, it was barely a kiosk, and I was selling loose machine parts, scrap metal, bottled water, whatever I could get my hands on. And my hope one day is to keep expanding to other planets. I've already got a small logistics subsidiary in the works for shipping cargo. Lack of options, I suppose. I was born on Mars. I never knew my mum. She left when I was little. My dad took good care of me, but he died when I was 14, so I had to fend for myself. Those years were the hardest. The shop began as a way to survive, and it's been successful, so I've stayed with it. You have no idea. Every time I feel like I'm getting ahead, something happens to knock me back down. But unless you're some sort of merc, I'm not sure you can help. See, I saved up to get a new ship and hire a pilot. He was supposed to help run deliveries and bring in all sorts of new goods, but he went missing. I can't find anyone willing to track him down. I'm worried something bad has happened. I'm not sure. I'm hoping it's something simple, like he ran out of fuel. It's an older ship and it may have had a minor leak. But I know there's a problem with pirates out there. This was Eric's first real piloting job, and I'm worried they could tell he was easy pickings or something. Could just be my overactive imagination. If all else fails, I'm probably going to, but I'd rather not. That ship? I bought it from a sketchy dealer because it was all I could afford. Seemed too good to be true. I'm not sure now it was entirely legit. So, you see the problem with contacting SysDev. Really? I mean, thank you. I know it's a lot of trouble, but it'll mean a lot to me. I'll try to compensate you as best I can when you bring back Eric and my ship. It's a cargo runner called the Berry Mule. The last signal I got from him was out near Triton. It's a starting place, at least. And try to bring them both back in one piece. You're gonna find my ship, right? My stock may be low, but my prices are high. I mean, good. The prices are good. See you around.
Stay away from the Sixth Circle unless you're a minor. Or at least don't come crying to me if anything happens to you. Keep a lookout. Notify us if you see anything suspicious.
I am told that the United Colonies Marines are very well trained. I have not seen them in action, but I am curious.
This is staying safe. Have a good one.
Can't wait to get shipped off to another base.
Glad there ain't no wars, but we still need to be prepared.
Consider this unit is not designed for pleasant conversation.
What a long day.
Every time I see those drawings of the little creature with the space helmet, it reminds me that you can find joy anywhere, even Sidonia.
Mars is ripe with resources, which means there's always going to be plenty of work.
It's taken me a few years. Hey, see you around, I guess.
thought we had struck oil, but it turns out it was just another deep water deposit. That would have been wild.
Do you want to hear the song I just made up? I'm a bunny, you're a bunny, he's a bunny, hop! I'm still working on it. Space frog from outer space, he'll put a smile on your face, visits all the planets and all the stars, but right now, he's on Mars! I think they'll really like them. I mean, come on, you've seen Space Frog. He's so cute! Maybe this time, people will like my drawings so much that no one will take them down. Maybe they'll be up forever, and ever, and ever. Oh my gosh, what if they're there forever and people like him so much, they make him a real Space Frog cartoon? Or like, toys for kids to play with. Or both. Bye-bye.
The United Colonies asks much of its workers, and
Not
apparently
all to get you.
offers rather
Sometimes
little.
you've got to make your own fun. Hey, who are you? Whoa! Never heard of the Mantis, but you sound like some sort of cool superhero. That's awesome. I'm Taye. I live here in the condos. Sorry, I don't usually talk to strangers, and I don't know. I guess I'm thinking about lots of different things right now. I don't really know what to say. I don't know. I guess we just make up some games. Usually I just hang out and talk with Renee since she's close to how old I am. Sometimes we go to the community center and they have stuff to do there, like crafts, movies, music, and other activities. But except not when the adults are having a meeting. Renee calls them sad meetings because everyone seems so sad in them. I asked my mom what they were, but she says it was something to do with drinking, and like, I've never gotten sad after drinking water, so I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I'm just worried about my mom. She gets sad all the time, and I just want to help her. She's been that way since my dad died. Only, she doesn't like me talking about it to other people, so I probably shouldn't. But you know what? Maybe you should talk to her? She says she doesn't get to talk to too many other adults much. Maybe talking to her would help? I don't know. It's worth a shot though. Right? Nah, there's no school in Sidonia. My mom says it's because everything's so packed together, there's no room for it. But also, there's almost no kids here either, so it doesn't make sense to have one. Instead, we learn remotely. It's cool, I guess, but
It'd be cooler if I got to hang out with more kids my age. Like, my friend Renee is fun to hang out with and all, but I think she probably feels the same way. Having a real school would be nice. See you around.
Ugh. Don't tell me my son Tai invited another stranger to come talk to me again, did he? That boy means well, but he's gonna drive me crazy someday. Gotta hand it to him. He's got his ways of looking out for me. My son means well, and I know he's just trying to look out for me. My husband, his father, isn't with us anymore. It's been hard ever since. Keith died in a mining accident a few years ago. It wrecked me. Here I was, stuck on Mars, suddenly alone with a young child. I still haven't really recovered from that. I don't really know what to do. Tai is good. He obviously misses his daddy, and he's bright enough to understand the situation we're in. He keeps talking about how he wants to get a job and help move me out of here. He's a good boy. I don't know what I'd do without him. I just hope he doesn't have to get a job in the mines. I couldn't stand the thought of losing 2 of my guys to that life. Now? Nothing. I haven't worked in almost 10 years, not since we moved here for Keith's job. I had originally been offered a job here at the local Galblanc branch as its manager. But not a week before I was due to start, they announced that the Cydonia branch was to be fully automated instead. It was never meant to be permanent anyway, but then when Keith died, I needed to take care of Tai full time. Not many jobs here for a single mom. When Keith died, Deimos settled with us. Per the settlement, they agreed to buy this condo and allow us to live here rent-free until Tai turns 18. Finding work that I can do as a single mother here on Cydonia has been almost impossible. What little money we do get from the settlement every month goes directly towards what we need to live. To be fair, Deimos provides us with a sustainable lifestyle. They take care of health expenses, food, and more. But it's not enough to pick up and move. Oh my. Are you sure? That's... My gosh, it's so generous. Thank you so much. I'll be sure to put it away into savings for Tai. Maybe we can afford a better education for him, or get off this planet someday. Then he won't have to work in the mines like his daddy. Thank you so much. If I can ever find a way to repay you, I will.
That is exceedingly kind of you.
You're truly lucky to have a friend who shows such generosity to a total stranger. I'll never forget this.
I heard about what you did for my mom and me. Thanks. When I get older, I'm gonna work in the mines like my dad did, so I can save up and buy my mom a house somewhere nice. I know. My mom told me. That's pretty cool of you. She said it was one of the nicest things anyone's ever done for us. I didn't know people just did that sort of thing. When I grow up, I'm gonna try and find someone else who needs help like that, and give them money, like you did. I guess some adults are cooler than I thought. Later then.
There are worse ways to live. I got my movies, my games, my books. Oh, I saw a movie about this magic-using gnome who goes on this grand fantasy adventure and gets into all sorts of trouble. Wish I could remember the name. Oh, track down another volume of Dragon Star Force. I'd definitely appreciate it if you could help me out again. Oh, this means a lot to me. You won't regret helping me out.
Can you get that done?
Of course those in power have better accommodations, at least relatively speaking.
Network. News you can trust.
Watch out for the robots.
This life ain't easy, but it pays the bills.
Yes? Hey there.
Been serving drinks here for over 40 years. Few places can offer that kind of stability. Don't be a stranger.
Howdy.
Hello.
I know you posted that drawing in my bar. Leave it. Brightens up the place. Just ask next time, will you? Only that I didn't care much for them getting disbanded years ago, and well, I don't care much for the rumors they're coming back someday. I am, but you don't look like the type that could afford it. Last person that came through here asking about it was none other than Governor Hurst. Didn't even want to drink it. Said he was buying it to put it on display in his office or something. Seems like a waste, but whatever. He paid up. Not from me. And I know Hurst won't give his up willingly either. So, no. Unless you're fixing to steal from Hurst. And for the record, I wouldn't recommend something utterly stupid like that. You don't get it. This whiskey was aged in barrels buried in Martian soil, which leached into it, giving the whiskey its distinct red hue. They don't make this stuff anymore and never will. The exact process was lost. There's a finite amount of this stuff left in the universe. You're lucky I got any at all. Now you got my attention. This ought to be good. You're gonna have to be more convincing than that. I do believe you, but you realize what kind of a bind this puts me in, right? It's compelling, but I'll need no more. Tell you what, I'll do this as a favor for Rivka. She's been through a lot. I'll only charge you what I paid for the whiskey years ago. Pay me that, and it's yours. What? After all that? As it is, I'm doing you a huge favor at my own personal expense. I can't afford to knock down the price.
To Mars, they say. The bay is great, they say.
Careful near the railings on the upper levels. It's a long way down.
I don't appreciate what you tried to pull on me. You'll be wise to never try it again. Word to the wise. If you're going to enjoy Sidonia.
personal savior. Thanks again for the assist.
Yes? What?
Can't say I'm a fan of excitement and drama. Got cold beers and good atmosphere. I do, if you still want to buy it. I sure hope you're not pulling my leg about this whole thing, or else I just let all that money slip away. You better do justice for Rivka.
How goes?
Or use it to celebrate the occasion?
What's up?
Always nice to kick back in the broken sphere after a long day.
Hey, what can I do for you? Anything I can help you with? Sure, have at it.
Always a satisfying moment to return to your ship.
Hello, Captain. Let me know if I can be of assistance in the future.
Need a hand with something?
Star collect to space. Maintain your current course while we scan for contraband. All right, you're good. Welcome to Neon.
I do not understand how anyone can tolerate the lights and the music for long. Ah, Neon. Instant sensory overload.
I really don't know if I can do this. It's nice to see you today.
Oh, jeez. I don't know if I can do this. Maybe I should just go back to my room. You might say I'm having trouble enjoying the local customs. And what's the point of coming here if I'm gonna stay cooped up in my hotel?
Ah, Neon. Instant sensory overload.
Are you here to book a room? Oh, how nice! His daughter must be feeling very generous to be sending him something like that. Mr. Ovadia is in his room on the 3rd floor. I'll buzz him and let him know you're on your way. You can go on up. He'll be yep. I've got an open room for you. Just one night or an extended stay? Fantastic. You're all set.
Be here when you're ready. The Hotel Volai. Sleep with us.
Last night was enlightening. I hope to learn more next time. Welcome, off-worlder, to the Hotel Volai. Your home away from home. Here on Neon. Our beds are comfortable and affordable, and with a crime rating of only 16%, your safety is almost... Our beds are comfortable and affordable, and with a crime rating of only 16%, your safety is almost guaranteed. So go out, have your fun, live your best life. We'll be here when you're ready. The Hotel Volai.
Please, you can use the elevator over there to deliver your package to Mr. Ovadian. I've got one with your name on it. How long are you planning on staying? Please, enjoy your stay. You can use the elevator over there to deliver your package to Mr. Ovadia. Enjoy your visit to Neon.
Crime rating of only 16%, your safety is almost...
last night, well, all that physical training seems to have paid off. Neon. Instant sensory overload.
Plenty of space. Oh, how nice! His daughter must be feeling very generous to be sending him something like that. Mr. Ovadia is in his room on the 3rd floor. I'll buzz him and let him know you're on your way.
Neon. Instant sensory overload.
We have choice accommodations. Welcome to the Hotel Voli. Oh, how nice! Mr. Ovadia is...
Our beds are comfortable and affordable, and with the crime rating, only 6...
Well, let's make this quick. Red Harvest Reserve, huh? I assume this is from my daughter. Well, she knows how to get my attention. So what then? You're working with her? She thinks this will be enough to smooth things over between us? She is free to get treatment. And when she does, I will use my professional network to track her down and bring her to justice. She must learn that there are consequences to her actions. Now, do her a favor and tell me where she is, because if I have to expend the effort to track her down myself, she will regret it. And I will call security on you for your involvement in this deception. I assure you, they are already on their way. I suggest you leave before things get messy.
You tried, and you remained true to your word. There's nothing more to do here.
You'd best get out of... Red Harvest Reserve. So what then? Of course it was. I should have not been so blind. You have no idea what you're doing. You need to tell me where she is this instant. My own daughter assaults me in my own home, steals my personal spacecraft, then runs off to who knows where. Now you think a friendly little chat is going to smooth it all over and make things better? How foolish do you think I am? My daughter knows me well. Maybe she is serious about this. She would really put her own life at risk due to me. She puts me in a difficult position. She needs to face consequences. Yet, I do not wish her to die. Belinda. Oh, I miss her. No. You're right. She would be disgusted with who I've become. I've been dishonoring her memory with my actions. I don't disagree with you. I suppose I've overreacted. She was young, and while foolish, she is still my daughter. And Rivka is all I have left of my wife. I would do her a disservice to incriminate her daughter like that. She told you about that. I'm not proud of it. I've wrestled with it ever since my wife died. I have been a terrible father. It will be up to Rivka how she wants me to make amends, and I will do whatever it takes. If she wants money, she'll get it. If she wants me to go to therapy, I will. Whatever it takes. I promise. Yes. Tell her I will drop the charges immediately and call off the bounty hunters. And I suppose I will seek her out to talk. I may just need a little time to figure out how to say what I need to say. Thank you.
As they say, calling off the bounty hunters is usually the first step to a family reconciliation.
Welcome.
Can never quite place the smell of Sidonia. Ozone and metal and something vaguely old and ill-kept.
Sidonia can have a depressing effect on them.
Mars is so... I received an urgent message from my father. He's dropped the charges. It will still be difficult. There's a lot we need to speak about, but I think we may be able to mend our relationship, thanks to you. I doubt it will come to that, but yes. I now know I have a friend I can count on when I'm in trouble. Yes. It sounded sincere, I can tell. And if I'm being truthful, I secretly hoped he would come to his senses. Of course, we will be taking things slow. There is a lot of trust to rebuild. But he acknowledged and apologized for his past behavior. That is a good first step, and I'm willing to let him back into my life, bit by bit, as long as he proves his words and commits to change. Without your intervention, this would not have been possible. And I can finally treat this. Thank you. I cannot repay you enough.
The bright lights and reflections are almost enough to make you forget about those living down in the well.
Got anything you need to offload? Trade Authority is always buying. Kiosk right here for you. I am not a star.
Some xenopredators can mimic other animals to trap their prey. Thus, very
We don't serve none of that fancy shit they got topside. If that's what you're looking for, you might want to head somewhere else. You buying? You better be buying. I don't do small talk. Yeah? Alright. Uh-huh.
offers competitive options for private buyers. Please dock to see our sales representative.
Deimos has certainly bound itself to the UC military, for better or worse.
I wish Deimos was exclusively military.
I hope your Deimos ship has been serving you well. Any questions? For me, I mean.
Oh, yes, thank you so much! And just so you know, I definitely will not be drinking this on the job. Definitely not.
Deimos ships are responsible for countless victories. They're a true piece of history.
If you have any questions... Oh, yeah. Bye.
Be advised, you are entering United Colony space. Please maintain course and prepare to be scanned. Scan complete.
Like touching down on a cloud. Your landing skills never cease to amaze.
Good day, Captain.
If you find jumping in low gravity amusing, now is your chance to enjoy yourself.
careful down near the mines and enter any active sites at your own risk.
Careful placing that sensor. I've only got the one. Good. I'm already getting readings from it. Nothing yet, but when he shows, we'll get him. Here's your pay. Think of it as your cut of the bounty for your assistance. We'll get that bottom-feeding scum sucker when he shows his face. We did, soon after you left the signal pinged. Soon as it did, I sent word to my fellow tracker, and he made a move on our guy. And on top of that, we bagged another wanted criminal. Turns out our guy was using the launch pad as a rendezvous point to traffic illicit goods, including human organs and worse. We caught the buyer as well, thanks to you. Bye. Hope I never have to kill you.
Charming. I suppose we should eradicate the infestation. Always worth checking. Never know what you might find in their pockets. Come then. Meet your death. And once again, we are triumphant. Did you hear something?
all-time low around civilians.
I know.
No rush, but... Well, actually, the quicker you find my cargo ship, the better. Oh, no! I hope they did not get into my cargo and ruin anything. As for the crew, I assume dead, yes? That is too bad. Too bad. But you found the ship and its cargo, and that is good at least. I will send someone to retrieve it now that you made it safe. Thank you. Maybe I will have more jobs for you. If you want. I got a little bit of everything. Ah, plenty. I've always got work to do. Oh, wait. You mean more work from me for you? As a matter of fact, I do. You know how I have that shh business on the side? Well, I could use some help acquiring more goods to sell. How would you feel about obtaining them for me? Well, I can't say for sure. I doubt these people will give their equipment over willingly, you see. But maybe, well, you seem the clever type. Maybe you can get in and out with no notice, and they will never know. Of course, I can't say for sure. My body only tells me where to find them, not how to get what I need. No. Well, they may not be entirely legitimate, but I assure you, they're not exactly illegal either. You'll be obtaining equipment from renegades, enemies of the settled systems. So really, you're doing everyone a favor. Excellent, friendo. I have a buddy who gives me information on where to find renegades throughout the stars, and I will give this information to you. You will go there and get the items I need from them. One thing, though, I don't want to hear details on how you get them, but you will likely need to use force, so be careful. And try not to damage the merchandise.
The reviews are in for the latest ships from Starfield.
Sure could use your help. We're dead in the water here. I had a good feeling about you. We just need a little. 2 units of ship parts will do. You're a lifesaver. Here, take these for your help.
to enter the city, please. By the way, Captain, Sergeant Yumi was looking for you. Sounds like he's
I
got
really
more
love
work.
this place. Couldn't imagine living anywhere else. What? Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I wasn't expecting this since Chris can't visit this year. How's Chris doing? Is he okay? You're right. I need to start trusting what he says more. It's just that he's so far away, and we don't know if he's okay. Well, there I go again. I'll read his letter and see how he's doing. Thank you so much for bringing these to me. Here, take this for your trouble. Hope to see you again soon.
Smugglers always like to use Hope-Tech ships to resemble legitimate transports. I wonder how the company feels about that.
I don't want to hear any complaints.
As vital as spaceships are to the settled systems, everything would grind to a halt without the Trade Authority. There was a time when every business magnate in the collective knew my name. Delightful.
Sidonia can have a depressing effect on some people.
There are many stories and films about demons, ghosts, and other entities on Mars. No wonder people here do not take religion seriously anymore. Learning to accept the truth of higher power is key to understand. Faith be with you.
I heard you may have had something.
I wish there were more kids. Grown-ups are always so grumpy. Hey, haven't seen you around here. Best not be
Did you get
in
it?
trouble.
Let me
right?
see, let me see.
I've seen some karate videos.
I don't know. Hold on. I never said that was my final offer. Do I look like a sucker to you? That is what I'm hoping. Okay. I guess it's the least I could do for making you go out of your way to find it for me. I'm giving you my other copy of this book because everyone should read Dragonstar Force once in their life. Enjoy.
Hey, I heard you put up Renee's drawings. Pretty cool. Bye.
I wish that stupid detonation alarm wouldn't wake me up when I'm trying to take a nap. All right, later.
A reminder that Bring Your Child to Work Day is not an officially sanctioned holiday and that it is not advised to allow children.
State your business or stay away. He's indisposed. You're speaking with Captain Gustavo Valencia, and the ship is under ecliptic control. We're mercenaries. We get paid to solve problems no one else wants to take up. Much like yourself, I imagine. Interesting. We'll talk. Here on board, where I have my crew to back me up. Be aware that if you try anything, we will not hesitate to fire on you. You may come aboard.
With Dottie. I'm sure whoever's in that ship will be thrilled to see you.
Hey now, that's close enough. Better think twice before starting trouble. What exactly do you want here? Yeah, and what do you have to say about it? We're getting paid to deliver it back to the trifle owner, and I don't think that's you.
I swear, it's like I said. That's Jade's ship. I was there when she bought it.
Hey, shut up and let the adults talk. Now, where were we before this interruption? That's possible. But even if what you say is true, it's not my problem. We've got to reclaim it for its owner. Sucks for your friend, but we got our orders. So, unless you've got something else to propose, we'll be taking the ship in. Our employer will handle the pilot. I'm not convinced this is a good idea. Well, this is just another ship to my client. They can afford to take the loss on this one. I guess they'd never have to know. I hear you. You know what? Fine. I'll tell our guy the ship's gone. We get paid either way. This ain't worth the trouble. Just be extra careful out there. If my client ever finds out the truth, we may meet again. And I won't be so cordial.
Ugh. Negotiating with Ecliptic frankly makes my skin crawl. But it achieved our objective.
You can untie your pilot and let him take the damn ship. I'm done with this headache.
Thanks. I thought that was gonna be it for me. I can't believe you worked out that deal. Jane's gonna be happy to get her ship back. They said they'd been looking for this ship for months, ever since it was reported stolen. I don't know who it belonged to, but they clearly wanted it back bad enough to call them mercs, not Systef. Must have had some way of tracking it. Followed me from Mars until we were nowhere near Systef, I guess? Or just my own bad luck. I was just about to write the whole thing off as a loss, but damn, you pulled it off! I guess I'll stay here with these guys until their ship returns, and I'll meet you back at Jane's.
Come on, do what you have to do. Stop messing around and get out of here. You got guts coming here and doing what you did. I respect that, but don't push it.
Any adventure you can fly away from. Is that how the saying goes? Look who it is.
United Colony space. Maintain current course while we scan for contraband. And we're done. Well.
deluxe condos aren't anything special.
I hope I'm not bothering you.
Just passing through, or here to stay?
I have a pen pal in New Atlantis. We've never met in person, but she's still one of my best friends. 20 years ago, I moved to Sidonia on a whim. Never thought I'd stay for as long as I have. Not to get all sappy, but I lost a son in the war. It's been 20 years, but it still makes my brain a bit swirly thinking about it. Just never got to say goodbye, you know? That bugs me. So I come here to try and get peace. Joy and Horus? I think they get along well enough. Sure, they argue, but that's a good thing. Disagreement's healthy. What good are your beliefs if you never have to defend them? All right.
It's hard not to worry when your spouse is the one doing all the hard work down in the mines. So, what's the news? So what happened? Who took it? It was stolen? Oh, jeez. I guess it really was too good to be true when I bought it. Anyway, I'm super glad you found my ship and saved Eric. It's more than I could have hoped. I'm glad I asked you instead of relying on Sistef. I never would have seen the Berry Mule again if I did that. No! I mean, I knew the deal I got on it was too good to be true, instincts be damned. I probably should have thought about it more, but I had to jump on the offer because my business means everything to me. Guess I know better now. Well, first of all, I'm gonna count myself lucky. Then, I'm gonna continue building this business. Now that I've got a functioning cargo ship and a pilot, I can really start to bring in some good merchandise. You've done me a real solid here. There's really nothing I can do to fully repay you for what you did. Here's what I can afford to pay you. And on top of that, I'll see what I can do to lower the price of anything you want to buy from me. Thanks again.
I may be older, but
Hey.
I still got plenty of
So
energy.
it's a lot more dangerous out there than I thought it'd be.
I know we're supposed to clean up vandalism, but I just can't bear to take down some of the drawings I've seen recently.
How's it going?
My partner and I have talked about transferring to this same division. It'd allow us to spend more time together.
Good for you.
There are many stories and films about demons, ghosts, and other entities.
You look hurt. Might want to head on over to Reliant. Dr. Flynn will get you patched.
I don't appreciate what you tried to pull on me. You'll be wise to never try it again.
So, how are you?
Sidonia's... But if you're not here for work, beautiful scenery. If you're looking to kick back... You mean besides... Well, and to this day, we may not out... Well, every day, I look out for their interests, if you ask me. Considering I don't really know you, I'm not sure how to answer that. But Cydonia is a beacon of industry. There's plenty of work to go around. If you have mining experience, you may wish to check with whoever the current Deimos mining director is. Or maybe check with the Deimos Star Yard corporate office. If those aren't your speed, then there are a number of local businesses that are always looking for help. Sorry, we have to cut this conversation short.
While
Another planet without native life. All we need to concern ourselves with then is other visitors.
Some rock blasted! Oh, I'm beat. But that's what happens when you work harder than anyone else. What? Hold on. You're telling me you actually found the heart of Mars? It's supposed to be harmless prank we send newbies to go find. It's not supposed to actually exist. Yet, here it is. Or at least something resembling the legend. The only way this could happen is if... Damn it! If I gave you the wrong cave coordinates. Well, whatever you found, it's still impressive. You showed me up on this one. Feel free to keep it, since I'd say you earned it.
SSNN exclusive, we interviewed one of the key participants.